Surface area and volume of a sphere. Lesson 12.6. We've gone over a lot of the terms for a sphere already. A chord goes through and attaches from one side to the other. The radius is measured anywhere from the center to where it touches the sphere. The diameter is a line that goes through the center of the sphere, or a chord that goes through the center. One of the terms we haven't covered yet is this circle that goes all the way around the outside here through the two endpoints of a diameter, and that is called the great circle. The surface area, the surface area of a sphere is given by the formula 4 times pi r squared. So you know it's a surface area because it has r squared in it, where if you look at the volume, it's 4/3 pi r cubed. And since you have a cubic measure, you know that it is the volume. Looking at example problems, in this first one we have that the radius of the sphere is 4.5. The formula for the surface area is 4 times pi r squared. Surface area is 4 times pi times 4.5 squared. So we have that the surface area is 81 pi inches squared. If we multiply through by pi, we have 254.5 inches squared. When we find the surface area of a hemisphere, we have to look at half of the formula for the surface area. So surface area equals 1/2 times 4 times pi r squared. But also when we're looking at the surface area, we have to look at the bottom of the bowl too, or this base down here. So we need the area of that. So there's going to be plus pi r squared. 1/2 of 4 is 2, so we have surface area equals 2 pi r squared plus another pi r squared. So we can simplify it to 3 pi r squared. So I don't care if you use this formula or this formula. Here our radius is 3.7 millimeters. So the surface area is 3 pi 3.7 squared. And we have a surface area of approximately 129.0 millimeters square. For the next problem, we want to find the surface area of a sphere if the circumference of the great circle is 10 pi feet. We know that the formula for circumference is 2 pi r. We have 10 pi equals 2 pi r. Divide both sides by 2 pi, and we have that the radius is 5. The surface area is given by the formula 4 times pi r squared. Surface area equals 4 times pi times 5 squared. So we have surface area equals 100 pi feet squared, which is approximately 314.2 feet square. On the next one, we want to find the surface area of a sphere. We're given that the area of the great circle is approximately 220 square meters. We know that the area formula is pi r squared, so 220 equals pi r squared. We have that I squared equals 220 divided by pi. Square root both sides, and we have that the radius is approximately 8.37 meters. Surface area is 4 times pi times the radius squared. In this case, we have the surface area is 880.4 meters squared. On the next problem, we want to find the volume of a sphere with a great circle circumference of 30 pi. We know then that the circumference is 30 pi and is equal to 2 pi r. Dividing both sides by 2 pi, we have that the radius is 15. So volume equals 4/3 pi radius cubed. The volume here would be then 4,500 pi centimeters cubed. Multiplying 4,500 by pi, we have 14,137.2 centimeters cubed. To calculate the volume of a hemisphere, we only have to calculate half the volume of the sphere. We don't have to count for the area of the top because we're not looking for area or surface area. We are looking for volume. We're just filling up that bowl. So we would have volume equals 1/2 of 4/3 pi r squared. Simplifying the 1/2 and 4/3, we have volume equals 2/3 pi r, and excuse me, it's pi r cubed. The radius here is 3 feet, so volume equals 2/3 pi 3 cubed. We then have the volume is 18 pi feet cubed. Multiplying 18 by pi, we have volume is approximately 56.5 feet cubed. And that concludes our lesson for 2-6. Excuse me, that concludes our lesson for 12-6.